Hey everybody, it's Jeremy from 2019 Honor Hike, and I'm going to be doing my pre-hike gear review. So just a few things to go over and some links on where you can pick some stuff up as well. A few things I want to say before I get started is, when you're looking at these different gear reviews and things like that, it's important to know what your goal is. So for me, I'm not doing a through hike, I'm doing a section hike. Granted, we're doing a fairly long section hike, 158 miles. But if I was to do a through hike, there may be some things that I would change and do a little bit differently. I'm more going for the bargain hiker type aspect of it. So I was able to get some really good deals on some stuff, and then you can kind of see my preferences as we go through. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so here probably the most essential piece of the gear is the pack. I've gone through several different packs and settled here on this Granite Gear Crown 60 VC, standing for their Vapor Cool system. Very, very impressed with it. Extremely light, comes in at about 2 pounds, 2 ounces. Really impressed with it. And attached to it, I have here the Z-Packs waist pouch, made of their Dyneema, extremely lightweight, almost weighing nothing. And the Z-Packs front utility pouch, so clip across the waist belt there. Gives me access to some accessories, snacks, things of that nature that I'm going to need while I'm out on the trail. And this is that VC, that vapor current system from Granite Gear, to allow some air to flow through to try and get some of that moisture wicked off your back. Now, one thing I like about this pack is being a single compartment, this roll top. So with the roll top, one compartment, you can stuff what you need to and then adjust the size as you go through things, use them, decrease your capacity. Basically, you can shrink it down or make it big depending on what your needs are. Got a couple mesh pockets on the outside so you can have some easy access to some of your gear. All right, well, let's take a look at it and open it up and see what's inside. All right, so believe it or not, all of this was inside that pack. So I'm going to go over the gear that I'll be taking on this trip. Obtained it from a variety of different sources, from Amazon, Columbia Outlet Store, Walmart, Steep and Cheap, and a few other places in between. So first off, second most important to the pack, I think, is the tent. This is the Teton Sports Altos 2. So one of the things that I took into consideration is I wanted a freestanding tent and one that was big enough to be compatible with 2 people backpacking, so that I can take my wife with me and not have to carry 2 different types of setups. Took about a half-pound weight penalty, but to me it's worth it to make sure I just have one kit set up. So again, the Teton Sports Altos 2, really, really impressed with it. Picked that up from Amazon. The other thing is, got this from steepandcheap.com, same place I got the pack. It is the Alps Mountaineering 20-degree down mummy bag. And I got this in the size long. It's one of the things that I have to deal with being almost 6'4", is making sure that the gear is compatible with my size. And so this long version of the Alps Mountaineering fits really, really well. Plenty of room for me, as well as that Teton Altos 2. Plenty of room for somebody like me, 6'4". All right, going around here. One of the things that I learned in doing this research, a lot of you probably already know it, common phrase called cotton kills. So I'll be taking 2 poly t-shirts that I'll be hiking in, one for the day and one at night is what I plan on. Poly knit cap, might need that in the mornings if it gets a little cool, or at night. I've also got a poly neck gaiter, so it can work as a bandana, it can cover my face, it can cover work as a headband, because I assume I'm going to be working up quite a bit of sweat here on this trail. Pants. These Columbia pants are outstanding. I can't say enough good things about them. Extremely lightweight, very comfortable. This pair here is a convertible pair, so I can zip them off if need be during the day, if we get a little warm. And then I've got a second pair here that's the just standard pant, but Very, very impressed with these Columbia pants. Got a Columbia rain jacket. One of the things when I was checking these out, there's some extremely lightweight versions, but when you start looking at them, be sure you pay attention to water resistant and waterproof. Not knowing what the Appalachian Trail is going to hold, I wanted to make sure I went for waterproof, and so this Columbia version here is going to fit the bill for that. Here I've got my food reheating bag. Check out our YouTube channel for how to make one of those or where to pick one up. So this is essentially when I take my Mountain House meals, put them in the quart Ziploc, pour the water in. This is what I put them in to reheat them. One test showed that they were holding 140 degrees after 30 minutes. Sticking with that theme of cookware, this is my cook set. Picked this up from Amazon. Got a larger pot on the bottom, smaller pot on top. Came with this really nice stove, completely collapsible, really works well. I've used it a few times already, really impressed with it. It also holds the right size to hold my fuel and my GSI Java Drip. Another video review on these on our YouTube channel, but it fits right underneath the fuel, doesn't take up any room at all. All right, next thing here is want to make sure that you are taking care of the trail in the right way. So I want to make sure you have a trowel. This here is the Deuce. This is the mid-range size. They've got a ultra lightweight size and then a bigger size. This is the number 2. No pun intended. I thought this was a joke when I first got it. It is so lightweight, it is crazy. It is next to nothing. It says right there, 0.6 ounces. Feels like a piece of paper, but extremely durable. Great piece of kit right there. All right, going along with the, as I said, Cotton Kills theme, one thing I didn't realize is looking at a pair of underwear. So looking at these, as again I said, I'm a bargain hiker. You can find a lot of different things to spend some money on. Picked up a 3-pack of these at Costco, the 32 degree cool, for under $10. Really, really nice pair of underpants there. I really like them. Base layer here, hot chilies, top and bottom. This will likely be a game time decision on whether I take these or not, depending on what the weather's like once I hit the East Coast. May not need them after all, but I want to make sure that I at least can get them out that direction, but might be able to shed a little weight right there. Got 2 pairs of the Columbia ultra lightweight hiking socks, and then I'll be using those in conjunction with the copper compression socks. So I plan on wearing these during the day as a liner to the hiking socks, and then having a second pair that I can do some rehabbing on my calves at night. So most of the stuff when I'm looking at building my pack together, clothes are really good at filling in the empty gaps. And so I've got this stuff sack here, and so this is a typical dry bag. This is a 4-liter dry bag. I don't plan on storing them in this, but what this is for, saw some really great ideas on this. Take your clothes and put them in this, and this can be your pillow. So you don't have to pack in one of those heavy pillows or inflatable pillows. Just take your stuff sack, your dry bag that weighs almost nothing, fill it up with your clothing, or put a t-shirt over it and you got a pillowcase, and you got a nice comfy pillow. I do like my little creature comforts, as I've said before. All right, right here we've got the quick dry towel. This is a 14-inch by 31-inch microfiber towel with a little hook loop right there, so I can, if I get a chance to get to a good water source and can clean up some, excuse me, I've got a towel that I can take care of business with and then hook it up and dry it out in the end. I looked at a variety of different things as far as ponchos, and there's a lot of different varying opinions that you should keep a poncho, you should keep a tarp, something to set on the ground in case it gets wet. I went with the Frog Tog emergency poncho. Picked this up at Walmart. It's about $4 to $5. Really happy with it. It'll lay out flat, good durable material, but it can also cover you and your pack. So a great pickup there, ultra lightweight. Again, from the Columbia store, I've got a puffy jacket. This is the Columbia Down Puffy. It's basically 1 pound, so nice packable jacket. It goes all the way down into a size like this, or it'll pack into its own pocket. This here is the bag for my sleeping pad, which is rolled up in my tent here. And I went with the Sleep and Go. Great piece of kit, really like it. It is true to as it's advertised on Amazon, of 15 breaths to get it all blown up. Really works out well. All right, going around here. Some advocate for pack liners. What I found is, actually had this at home, Ziploc extra large bags. Really, really awesome find here. This fits right down in my pack. All of my stuff besides my tent fits in here, and I've got a Ziploc seal that goes all the way across. Really, really awesome for a pack liner. All right, coming around for my food storage, I've got the Z-Packs Bear Bag Kit. So with that is the bear bag, which will take all your food and store it in there with a roll top clip at the top, and then you can suspend it with the kit that's provided here from the trees at the recommended places. Really durable, really nice piece of kit right there. This here is the Benz Invisinet. Picked it up from REI, weighs almost nothing. Great mosquito net. It's one of those things that I'm not really sure if I'll need it, but I would much rather carry this almost nothing weight than need it and not have it. Got my hygiene kit here, a little toothbrush and toothpaste, a little bit of 550 paracord. Never go anywhere without that. Got a Petzl 150 lumen headlamp. Might be heading out early some mornings or making it a late night, so I want to make sure I have some illumination. Really impressed with this so far. It's got variable light settings. Really good piece of kit. Picked this up from REI. It is a 50-yard piece of duct tape. Really nice, small, compact roll. I mean, duct tape, what else can you say? Can use it to repair things, tents, packs, blisters, you name it. This is pretty much a universal fix-all right here. Weighs next to nothing. This is the Dr. Bronner's Pure Castle soap. Unscented, organic, really good stuff. Not going to harm the environment where you're at. Want to make sure that keep in line with the Leave No Trace campaign. Leave the place as good as you found it so that others can enjoy it the same as you. All right, and here I got my water kit. So, a couple different setups to this. I've got my scooping cup, which is the bottom of a smart water bottle. I've got the plunger flusher for my Sawyer Mini, the straws for the Sawyer Mini, and then the two 32-ounce bags for Sawyer bags for collecting and filtering water. For my water collection, I opted to go with the Knock 2-liter bag. Really impressed with this. Check out the video review on it on our YouTube channel as well. It has a removable top, which allows it to get down in the water to fill it up. And then with this hanger here, I can attach my Sawyer Mini to the bottom of it and use my tube kit to fill it up. Does it on its own while I'm taking a rest after a hard day on the trail. And again, the most essential part of that whole kit, I've got two Sawyer Minis. So in case I get a failure, I've got a backup filter as well. One important thing that I don't think we're going to run into, but make sure these are never stored at freezing temperature. It basically makes them unusable at that point. So if you know you're going to be freezing, take one of these and throw them in your sleeping bag with you. All right, working back around. Got this tip from Early Riser 71. Thank you so much for the tip, talking about taking a weight penalty for feet care. He used Crocs. I'm not a big Crocs fan myself. Found these Birkenstocks EVAs, picked them up on Amazon. Sold. I mean, I am 9 ounces, ultra lightweight, really are true to the Birkenstock style of having the foot support in there, completely sealed, ultra light. I don't even consider these a weight penalty. And then I've got my Z seat. So I'm not one to think that I need a cushion to sit down on out there on the trail. But one thing that turned me to get this, I mean, it only weighs in at 0.2 ounces, so it's almost nothing. But when you're packing up in the morning, having a place designated to set all of your loose items so that you make sure you're not losing anything, that spoke to me because I'm a habitual leave something behind. So now I've got a place where, if nothing else, I've got a nice bright yellow, put all my extra accessories here, that last place I check before I pack up and head out. Got it all right here. And then, of course, got my Bible here. Hope to get into the Word while I'm out there on the trail and enjoy what God has put out there for us. So that is it. That is everything we've got so far. Everything minus food, all fitting in this 60-liter pack. And again, the base weight, I've got it down to 22 pounds. So I'm pretty happy with that. All right, everybody. Remember, continue to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and check out our YouTube channel, 2019 Honor Hike. Thanks.